What is up, everybody? Oh God, I'm so sorry. This is your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Um, Today I'm just going to go over The Last of Us episode 6. I know it came out on Sunday, supposed to do a Monday show, but literally, if you've been watching the channel, I was literally on a Monday night show, so I didn't do anything Monday. Well, Sunday night show, didn't do anything Monday morning because I slept all day. And then now I'm just now catching up on the show. So here I am. Want to discuss the show with you guys. So you already know what it is. You know what we do around here. But the real question is,
Are you ready?
all right. So I don't want to get, gonna hold you guys for a long time. And hopefully, you guys are happy. Hopefully, you guys are healthy. Hopefully, a lot of things is going on in your life. So, and that are positive things. Um, Last night, I was on. Shout out to Rashad for Popcorn in Your Beard and Blues from Blues House, because Blues House Live. That's BLU apostrophe S live, because I was on their podcast last night. Um, we had a good almost 2 hour show. Man, very good information. We were talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp of Quantumania. Our thoughts. I'm pro Ant-Man, and they were, it's cool. And it was a real good conversation. I got super tired after that. So I didn't really get to this until early this morning, so just to be able to do the review with you guys. So I'm not gonna do it like I did last time. Only reason why, because I was doing it like a breakdown. I was going to HBO and pulling up the HBO Max and kind of break it down scene by scene. I'm just gonna talk this time, and plus, I literally had to fight for a copyright um thing because it was just one thing about this YouTube game. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I really wonder, how certain things can happen, and the big channels, nothing happens with them, but a little rinky-dink channel like mine, I gotta go fight tooth and nail over almost copyright strike, just because I use certain footage to talk over and explain certain things, and then I'm seeing all these other channels, they're using it, no problem. So last week was kind of frustrating. You know what I mean? And shout out to my girl Mika G. You know what I mean? Who sat in and went over the review breakdown with me. Um, Again, I won't do it like this time. I'm going to just kind of like just give my thoughts on it and compare to what's been going on, now. Um, Let me see. I mean, it's kind of neat. How can I with this show? This show has been what I would call absolutely phenomenal. I will say this show has been absolutely phenomenal, and the acting and the writing is on par. And it's one of those things I've always said is that how can you literally mess up what's either on TV or what's been played in media like a video game or something like that. And the crazy part about this show is that this show is following a lot of the source material um, from the Last of Us game. Again, I reiterate, I've never played the game before, but there's so much going on in this show. You can't help but kind of get caught up and be like, man, I should have played the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out to Shout out to Triple H, but I should have been all about the game and how you play it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Darth? Um, what's up, game? This episode was decent. What I liked about this episode, and it's it's not done enough, where you have episode one showed us Joel and his daughter Sarah. Is it Sarah? Yeah. And how she passed. And she died in his arms. He was trying to protect her. And how hard he was. And even in that first episode, how he was throwing kids' bodies into the fire that was infected. And his whole attitude was, man, I don't even care anymore. I don't care. I don't care. And in this one, I started to see the cracks in the armor. And let me explain to you what the cracks in the armor, especially when it comes to our hero protagonists. In certain media, we never have our hero protagonist weakened. And what I mean by that, I'm not talking about by Green Rock. I'm not talking about um, with the MacGuffin of the movie or anything. We're talking about real emotion. And that emotion that was played in this episode, Darth, was fear. And I don't know, Darth, if you have kids or old enough to have kids. I don't know or anything. But as a father, the fear that I have is losing one of my children. You know what I mean? That's a fear that I have. And when Joel lost his daughter and he couldn't save her, I could feel his pain and his emotion, you know, um, in how I would feel in that moment. And this particular episode, episode six, comes full circle because we know now how much he cares about Ellie and that he's starting to look at Ellie, which was off of episode five. He starts to look at Ellie now as another surrogate daughter. Like, this is the daughter that I could say, but he's so afraid of not being able to save her because it's already failed once. And a lot of times when I'm watching a lot of content and you see like the hero and this person has to save this people, the weight of that save, like I have to save them and what would I do if I didn't save them and stuff like that. That's a hard thing to grasp. Just honestly, that's a hard thing to put your mind to, especially if you already failed. I will give you a perfect example of that, and then I'm gonna go to your comments. In Spider-Man Far From Home, the reason why we felt Andrew Garfield's uh joy and the emotion is because he failed to save Gwen in his movie, and then they gave him that emotional redemption in Spider-Man No Way Home. And it took him a moment to realize you're still a hero. You know what I mean? Even though you failed, you're still a hero. And to her, Joel is her hero because he actually cares. If he didn't care, he wouldn't have started building this relationship. Even though he said that she was cargo, even though he said that I'm just doing this for test. Deep down inside, he knows he cares. And the reason why he cares, because at the beginning of the episode, when the ranchers came up on him, or what I'm saying, it wasn't raiders, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't the infected, these were actual ranchers coming up. They just wanted to make sure he was cool. He freaked. He couldn't do anything. He froze. And he thought that this was it. If that dog would have sniffed her and be like, yeah, this one here. So I can understand that. I can empathize with that because then what would you do if you done came so far, yet you're so afraid that something's gonna happen. So I empathize with y'all a lot. He said, Dark, you said the scene when when he when he threw though he saw older version of his daughter and his granddaughter, that was a good scene right there. Yeah. And what makes that scene so impactful is because when you're dealing with loss, you especially loss of a child, you could lose them naturally by death. They could be taken from you. Um, a lot. And I'm not trying to, me as a father, I'm not trying to get emotional on this, but I can understand. Hold it together, brother. Hold it together. But I can understand how it feels to be able to lose a child and to, want to see that child in the future. And sorry, um, and you start looking at someone else that looks like your child, and yeah, you feel those emotions, and I felt his emotion in that, and that's why. Give me a moment, y'all. That's why this show is so well written. Is because like he has a second chance to be a dad again, and he doesn't want to mess it up. So, I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, I can feel that. I can feel that, and uh, I didn't want to. Normally I'm happy and joyful, but that's deep. That's I feel like we need more stories like that to feel. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get past. I'm trying to get through this. Uh, just say I've been there. Just I'm gonna just say I've been there, and I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to just get through this review and gather myself, y'all. I'm sorry. Um, episode 5 showed us, like, you know, what you would do for love. Would you want someone to hurt or be hurt by your actions when all you're really trying to do is save them? No matter if we're looking at, sorry, y'all. Um, no matter what side you're on, like, what would you do? And whew, was was oh, sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Ah, whew, get it together, y'all. Get it together. Uh, oh, all right, all right. Now Joel is on his way to Wisconsin, and he is going to go look for his brother. And Jesus. And on the way of looking for his brother, that's where he encountered, where he comes to find out is his brother Tommy's wife, and and they bring them into town, and um, I really love this part because it is a contrast of what we saw from episode basically one on up. Besides the Joel and Frank episode, we actually get to see, unlike in Kansas City, we got to see uh, a town thriving, and that was, to me, that was beautiful because now you get to see that there is hope. There is a community of people who can be able to live together, share together. You know, they were saying it was. They made the joke about communism, and when people talk about democracy and communism stuff, really, is you get it how you live. There's nothing wrong with sharing in a community. These people are actually sharing in their community. You know what I mean? So it was um it was good to see that. Let me get to your comment there. Yeah, I got a bro, son, and a dog, son. There's a most important things to me in my life. The anchors. Uh oh, good morning, fam. This episode was interesting. This episode was, yeah. Any father or parent has to be able to relate or feel some type of compassion. Yeah. Uh, Jesus. Ooh, I'm normally not this emotional early in the morning. Uh, ah, hold on, hold on. Ooh, get this together. I think for me, jeez, this this uh, ooh, this episode deals with fear. This is what. Give me a moment, y'all. Give me a moment. All right. Trying to get myself together, y'all. Sorry. Um, I will give y'all just to those that are watching, I know, I know y'all wondering like, yo, it's okay, but um, see, I grew up without my dad, so uh, and my mom, so me being a dad is like the most important thing to me. Uh, and to be able to even, you know, with some of the stuff that not to get too far in my business, but when you lose a child, whether by hook or crook, you know what I mean? It affects you. It affects you. And to see this being played out in such a well written show, it gets you in the feels. And, you know, um, we go through the episode and we see, that his brother is going to be a father, and uh, you know, he has a conversation with his brother. He's like, "Hey, I know you'll come back, but you'll be better off, you know, taking it than I will. I'm old and all of that. All he is afraid, and there's nothing wrong with being afraid. That's a human emotion. We all get scared. We all get frightened, but the joy of it was he came back from it. And when you get a second chance, you got to go back and you got to fight. And whether you get harmed or have joy as part of the journey, you have to go through that journey. And that's why we can't give up. And this is one of the reasons why I love movies and television so much is in books, because we can see this and we can feel this and we can understand it. As much as I laugh, I can also cry, because in the long run, things will be better. And I, whew, and I want y'all to know things will be better. And he proves that to her, even though she, cussed him out. So, man, everybody has left me. And I understand where she comes from, because I grew up in state custody where I you know, felt like that. And I also, became a father, and I felt how scared he was. And I'm glad he wasn't too afraid to come back. And that's all that matters, is that he came back and he started to spend time with her and start to show her certain things, because you can't be afraid forever. You cannot be afraid forever. And they go to Colorado because they said the Fireflies was in Colorado. They go to Colorado State University. They got the Fireflies name, but obviously the Fireflies have left. And uh, on the way to leave, once they figure out, hey, the Fireflies are gone, we gotta go. Joel gets attacked. Um, and fights off one of the guys, but he sazzles with the end of the bat. And the episode ends with her panicking because she don't know if somebody that she got close to and started to finally feel like a family for her is now gone. And that's where we end the episode. But uh, this was this is was a touching episode, and I didn't I didn't think it was going to affect me as much because I'm watching it, and not saying I didn't have any emotions, but I'm just watching. But to to sit back and think about it, and thinking about me as a father, and what would I do, and how scared would I be? I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'd be terrified, but I gotta keep fighting. And you know, you continue to fight, and that's really all you can ask for is to continue to fight. You know, all you can do is continue to fight. Um, yeah, that's it. Um, I'm sorry I didn't get to some of these comments. I appreciate y'all. I mean, uh, I appreciate y'all. I really do. Uh, um, Derpy, don't worry about it, man. It's all good. We'll have our time. We'll have our time. But whew, whew. um, let me just say, um, say it like this. That like I said, these shows like this, man. It we need more of this. We need more shows like this. Um, like I said, normally I don't get emotional. Normally I'm just hype and I'm having a good time or something like that. But this this got me. This really got me. Uh, 'Cause like I said, if you are a parent, love your kids. That's all I can really say is love your kids while you got them, because you never know. You never know what something's going to happen to you or something's going to happen to them. So you just gotta love them. You just gotta love them. I played the game. I don't know about you, dog. No, I never played this. Uh, from someone that played the game to me, so far the show has done it better than the game. Like I said, if this is the game, this will be this is the first material that actually had me emotional uh in a long time. So uh I I want to thank all of y'all for who Jesus. I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in to my show, man. Whew. I I do this for I don't get paid for this. Nobody sends me any money. I don't ask for anything, man. I just like sharing this and sharing my experience, sharing my love for art with you guys. And I appreciate y'all sharing that with me. I really do. I got to get out of here, y'all. Peace. Bob Hart. I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. If you came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking around for the entirety of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little more personal with me, hit me up on my Instagram, hit me up on Twitter, or any of the social medias that you see below you. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.